Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jonah Bolt, owner of Hemp and Heal, and very excited to be here with Dr. Philip Blair today. For those of you who don't know him, a quick little background. Colonel Philip Blair, MD, U.S. Army retired, is a family physician providing disease management for small business employees in several states. He also graduated from West Point Academy in 1972, attended the University of Miami School of Medicine, and trained as an Army family physician. Also in 2014, Dr. Blair researched and explored and applied the use of industrial hemp, cannabidiol, or CBD, in clinical care for patients and has been sharing his knowledge and experience with health professionals across the U.S. and internationally as a medical advisor for Lixinol, which is also one of the amazing products that we carry at Hemp and Heal. His services are internet-based and accessible for patient and provider consultants internationally. So with that, really quickly, Dr. Blair, thank you so much for joining us. And we're just going to go right into some quick questions today. First one being
Well,
cannabis.
Jonah, first, let me say that I'm really excited to be here and to talk with you. And I'm really excited about what you're doing and you're bringing to so many people and the huge benefits that can happen with cannabidiol.
Thank you, thank you. It takes an army of us, as they say. So glad to have you on board the ship. And with that, very quickly for new listeners, newcomers to cannabidiol, CBD, industrial hemp. What are some of the benefits that you know of or have seen using CBD for the average person?
Well, cannabidiol is really quite superb. It helps people be all that they can be. It brings back to normal, restores homeostasis or getting to that normal situation where your body's functioning again. I mean, in specific improvements are things like improved memory, improved focus, getting things done, accomplishing things, as well as an analgesic effect in terms of relieving a lot of those minor aches and pains that are discomforting for us. And I believe that there's good results in terms of turning back the clock, actually getting younger with the use of cannabidiol, but lots of other benefits too.
I've seen many studies and been working with people myself. Headaches and just aches and pains, like you said, just miraculously changing and going away because the cannabidiol is firing those receptors, like you said, creating the entourage effect and really doing good for the system. What about CBD with athletes, cannabidiol with athletes? Anything to say about that? What
Oh
type?
yeah, I think that CBD it was be superb. For athletes who want to be at the top of their game to do maximum performance, I think cannabidiol is there. Once again, it's not getting beyond your ability. It's just letting you be as much of an athlete as you can be. It's increasing your focus, your concentration, your confidence in what you're doing, decreasing the anxiety and decreasing any fear that you might have. At the same time, physiologically, we're seeing changes in the reaction time. People's reaction time is improved significantly by using cannabidiol, including, and that also includes in terms of enhancements, anaerobic endurance, the ability to tolerate sort of the part where you're not getting enough oxygen in any one particular time, and you're getting able to do those things and go longer at what you're trying to do. But most importantly, I think it's the recover and the healing that is so improved by using cannabidiol, protecting you from injury and enhancing that quick recovery through all of that.
Excellent. And also, what are the benefits of CBD that you've seen with like some more serious ailments like cancer, Parkinson's, things like that, diseases that are really, unfortunately plaguing our nation?
Well, cancer is something that plagues us everywhere in the world, and particularly in the United States, and people are coming to me a lot about that problem. And I think cannabidiol is something that needs to be used in every cancer patient focused on two things. Number one is helping people endure some of the symptoms, whether it's the analgesic effect that cannabidiol offers, or the relaxation and the anti-anxiety reduction, or it has to do with controlling and protecting the organs, the brain and the kidneys or the heart when somebody is going through that cancer therapy. And then as an anti-tumor agent, cannabidiol has been shown in preclinical studies to have some superb properties, focusing on those tumors by blocking the growth and the development of cancer, to enhance the chemotherapy or radiation therapy that may be going on, blocking the new vasculature that typically forms with new cancers as they build in large masses. And then it stimulates the immune system so that it can attack the cancer and subdue any type of recurrence. So a wide range of things. And so you've got really a 1-2 punch. Number one is working on helping patients feel better and endure the therapy and the situation. But on the other hand, it's also working for killing the cancer, destroying the cancer, as well as protecting the natural organ systems.
So all around an amazing addition to anyone suffering from cancer or Parkinson's, and all around enhancing the human body, firing those receptors to help with inflammation, pain, all of that, which people suffer a lot from cancer. Can you tell us a little bit more about the relationship between CBD, cannabidiol, and like the human brain?
Well, the brain functions, I mean, that's key for cannabidiol because it's working within the endocannabinoid system, which is your master controller for what's happening at the nerve synapses, those connections between brain cells. It is really facilitating those particular connections, and the cannabidiol has specific actions there that really regulate that nerve transmission. So it's regulating, it's controlling, it's making those systems work much better. So that means that it's protective in those neurodegenerative diseases that we see, whether it's Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, but it's also doing things with regard to plasticity, helping with the learning process, and it's helping to forget things like adverse memories that might occur with PTSD or some terrible experiences. It helps you forget, and the forgetting is really important. A lot of people don't realize that, how much and how important it is to be able to forget. Now, the US government actually holds a neuroprotective patent on cannabidiol for use in medical performance. It's amazing that they have this ever since 2003.
There you go.
US government patent, yes.
That's why we have it on our business cards. So you're absolutely correct. And again, thank you again for joining us. And one last question before you go. And just so the listeners know, we're going to be doing a lot more of this, more in depth. We just want to give you some of the quick benefits and answers of how important cannabidiol, CBD, full spectrum, all the cannabinoids together fire in the entourage effect, but CBD being the most potent cannabinoid out of the family. And again, real quickly, Dr. Blair, is all this proven? Other studies, tests been done? We just saw a patent by our U.S. government, but what other studies have you known or know of that have been done on CBD and cannabidiol?
Well, Jonah, there are lots of studies that have been done. The question is, have they been done in humans, and have they been randomized controlled trials? And for that level of proof, we don't have that. But that has to do with the political situation, not because the science is lacking or deficient. It's a matter of getting the availability and the researchers to be able to go into this. You know, there's almost 22,000 studies that have been done on cannabinoids since they were really discovered in the 1990s. There are 7,800 studies dealing with the endocannabinoid system, that normalizer, that master regulator that we have in our brain. And there's over 1,700 studies just on cannabidiol alone. And these delve into all kinds of areas. There are a few human studies that have been done. Unfortunately, they're really limited, and so you don't see the randomized controlled trials that you really would like to see to absolutely prove this. But even though that they're not there, what we're seeing is the evidence in terms of clinical effectiveness. The 1,000 patients that I've helped using cannabidiol and getting on the order of an 85% positive response without any toxicity or any significant adverse effects. And this is revolutionary in terms of what medical support could be offered to the community across the board. So huge impact. And no, I can't give you a study that says absolutely this works in everything, but the evidence is very clear from the preclinical studies and the clinical experience that we're seeing.
And as a testimony, I myself, working with my own family members and friends over the last 3 years, I've been involved with cannabidiol CBD, have seen before my eyes people get off 10 different medications. It's a phenomenal topic. It's utmost important to everyone's health since we're genetically designed with the endocannabinoid system, including dogs and cats as well. So this is a huge topic. We're going to dive a lot more into this. And Dr. Blair also is working with Hemp Heal as a consultant as well. So if you want to talk to him directly, please look at our website, check us out. And you can look at the link above here, the window. And we'll definitely be doing more of these webinars. And thank you again, Dr. Blair, for your time and service and your study and support with CBD, cannabidiol, and the whole full spectrum plant. I appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Jonah, it's a pleasure to be with you. This is truly revolutionary in the history of medicine. Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you so much. And thank you for your work. Dr. Blair, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, sir.